my gracious, y'all. It is like Christmas in June. I wish it would have been Christmas in May, but it's like Christmas in June. I cannot believe this, y'all. What is going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. It has been a rainy few days here for us, which I'm so thankful for because Alabama has gotten a lot of rain in the past month or so, but it's kind of missed us. I mean, we've got a little bit, but not very much at all. And I'm so thankful we got some rain, y'all. So thankful. But what I love about days like this is we got an overcast, as you guys can see, so the sun's not bearing down, the ground's soft, and this is when I absolutely love to weed the garden. Just when it rains like this is so much easier than when it hasn't rained. I can tell you guys that. But y'all, the garden is looking absolutely fabulous. Everything's doing great, except we've had an issue with one thing. And that has been, of all things, the squash, which is one of the easiest things in the world to grow. I usually don't have that much issues with squash at all. But I have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 squash plants, maybe 6 squash and zucchini. And it's not squash borers, which I had to deal with at our old farm. I think it is squash wilt, which is a bacteria, and I think that may be what it is. I don't know any other explanation as to why they're healthy one day and the next day they're just all drooping down. I run my drip irrigation as needed. You can see this one's is just as healthy as it can be right here. These zucchini here are still hanging in there, but I lost these zucchini right here, so not quite for sure, but I'm thinking it's wilt. Hey, but that's the thing about gardening. You never know what's going to happen from year to year. You really do not know. You can be the best gardener in the world and do everything absolutely right, and still things happen, you know? Luckily, I had started a second crop of tomatoes, and my plan is to put tomatoes in here and use these cages for them. I do have an exciting day today, y'all. My buddy Donnie, I like to call him Donnie Volkswagen. He is a Volkswagen mechanic that I'm friends with that is coming, and we're gonna get started back on the bus today. We had some parts ordered, or I had some parts ordered that did not show up in time, but we still got a lot to do on the Volkswagen motor. So that's what we'll be doing today. I don't know how far we're gonna get today on the Volkswagen, but I'm thinking, y'all, in the next, I'm gonna be lenient and say 3 to 4 weeks, the bus will be rolling. Maybe quicker than that, depending on when these parts come in, but, and how far we get today. But I'm thinking within a month, the bus is gonna be rolling because we're doing a complete engine rebuild on this thing now. Show you guys the garden real quick. Look at the tomatoes. I've been trellising them, and I'm going to have to start tying some more up. I mean, they're growing so fast. So fast. Looking great. We even got tomatoes already. Look at here. But look at the zinnias, y'all. Look at this. Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? Gorgeous. I'm loving this Queenie series right here. This one's really cool. This is a zinnia that has like to me, it's like a vintage look to it. That's the way I explain it. But if you look, you can see a lot of lime. That's the color that I see that's mixed in with your typical color. So you got a pink here, but it's got those yellow and lime undertones. And the yellow ones, I mean, it's just, you can see it's got that little hint of a lime color to it, making these zinnias just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Again, I got these from Hoss Tools. You can find them over there. Love. And it's not too late to plant zinnias, y'all. Y'all can plant zinnias all summer long. And if you look here, these are your common Benary giants right here. Just beautiful. And then back to the Queen series or the Queenie series. And I just love the way these zinnias just look. It's just I know, kind of old-fashioned, even though they're a new, there's a honeybee, even though they're a new zinnia this came about, but just gorgeous. I want to go over here and show y'all over here. This is kind of our bean section, but you can see our bush beans are already got blooms in little pods already. See bees on it as well. Granddaddy's pole bean getting really, really tall now. I got the T-post to put the trellis up, so if I have time today, I may do that. If not, we'll try to get it tomorrow. And you can see our lima beans are really starting to take off here on the trellis system. And I think you guys are right. I think this is going to work just fine the way we trellised it on this cattle panel here. Y'all can see the buckwheat is really, really, really doing this thing all throughout there. But look at our watermelons. Look at here. I see little watermelons right there. Y'all see them? Oh, look at this one. Look at there already. How beautiful is that? Wow. So I'm excited about watermelons. I've grown watermelons one time at the old farm, and they just took up so much space that I wasn't able to do it anymore. But here we can grow them. So here are my tomatoes. So I'm gonna go plant these guys where my squash was. Donnie's not quite here yet, so might as well get them in the ground, waiting on him. He'll be here directly though. Oh, while I'm in here, update on the roadside roses that we recently got. Here they are. I'm just keeping them watered. Got them in the greenhouse, which has got this shade cloth on it. So they are doing great, as you guys can see. Just keeping them moist and watered. And this fall, I plan on planting them either fall or early spring, one of the two. All right, y'all, got it weeded. You can see Holly's tapped that on me. But got the garden weeded. Look how much better it looks. It's nice. Y'all, whew, cloud cover or not, that Alabama humidity eventually gonna catch up to you. Well, at least I got a breeze though. Oh my gracious, y'all. It is like Christmas in June. I wish it would have been Christmas in May, but it's like Christmas in June. I cannot believe this, y'all. I'm in here cleaning up the barn, needed to be swept, and just picking up a good bit because my buddy Donnie's coming, and I'm over here by the workbenches. Some of y'all may believe this, some of y'all may not, but look what I just found. If you don't know what this is, y'all, this is the half of the PTO shaft that I've been missing right here. This is it. This is, of course, our tiller. This is what's called the PTO shaft. This is what connects to the tractor, and the tractor spins it and causes it to actually rotate. But this right here, when I hook up to the tractor, because this shaft's in two pieces, and I have lost the piece that goes to the tractor. Now you may be wondering, where did I find this at? Well, y'all, I've told you I've looked everywhere. I've looked in this barn, I know 5 times, maybe more. I've looked on these workbenches, I know 5 times, maybe more. She was right here, but it had a few things in here covering it up a little bit. But it was right here, and I guess it was just camouflage. I guess my eyes were overlooking it, but I cannot believe it was over there. I absolutely have zero idea how I got over there. I have no idea. I do not remember whatsoever bringing this half PTO shaft in this barn and sitting it over there. I do not remember at all. But that's not uncommon for me. I do suffer from ADHD, so I know my mind goes 100 miles an hour all the time. And it does not take very much for me to get distracted and forget what I was just doing. Biscuit, did you see what I just found? Did you see what I just found, girl? Can you believe that? Guys, can y'all believe that? This is big news. This is big news, y'all. Yes, big news. Number one, I'm so happy I found this drive shaft. I'm so happy. Number two, I don't care how it got in here. And that I don't remember doing it. I don't care, but I did find it. Oh my gracious, we gotta, oh, we're gonna hit the wave, y'all. Maybe I ought to change it. Maybe I ought to just slow dance with it. Here comes the dip. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So now I can put it back on the tiller, of course. Take the dry shaft or the PTO shaft, the half that I put on the tiller, and put it back on the finishing mower. Because as you guys remember, in that video I talked about it, I said we haven't used this finishing mower in 2 or 3 years. We just didn't need it because we got a zero turn. But guess what? If you watch our live streams, you know. But if you don't, well, our lawnmower tore up. Our zero turn tore up. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm out of breath. But our zero turn tore up. So we did take it to the lawnmower shop, and they said 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because this is this is in the dead middle of lawnmower season. Everybody's cutting the grass. Now we can cut grass with our finishing mower on back of the big orange Brooks tractor. Whoo! I'm so happy that I found that. Y'all have no idea, or maybe you do, but I'm so happy. Also, I'm happy we're gonna get back on the bus today, y'all. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? I found the other half to the PTO shaft, guys. Can I get a fist bump? Thank you, sir. My main man, Top. Top, you've been rooting for me about this drive shaft now. I know you have. I know it. Words got around that you've been rooting for me, and I sure do appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all. Gonna be a great day, Mildred. And I do know that I'm gonna have several people ask, why am I working on this when I need to be working on the fence? Well, it is a 40 to 60% chance of rain today, just like it was yesterday, and just like it is the next day and the next day. And I got Donnie VW scheduled to come today, and I have to get him when I can, because, you know, I'm working on his time, and when he can come over here and help me, I got to take advantage of it. But let's go see if we can get some drive shafts swapped out and let Brooke start cutting grass before it does rain. And I know you're not supposed to cut grass, you know, after it rained or something like that, but this ain't no golf course. This ain't no golf course. We're not worried about it. We just want to get the grass knocked down. Don't we, Hollywood? That's right. Come on, girl. Let's go see if we can get some shafts swapped out. And I really do hope the finishing mower is okay. It should be. Like I said, we just ain't used it in a couple of years. Definitely got to be extremely careful about being around it, because it is prime snake season and it is prime black widow season. So we got to be careful. Y'all look at this site. Got Scott, the honeymooners. Oh, Gus is about to get in his pool, and some pigeons all chilling over here. Oh my gracious. Y'all can see Brooke ain't waste no time. She is headed to the barn now so we can hook up the finishing mower. Hey, Tuck, I didn't see you there. Tuck, how you doing? Tucker, you look like you've been in the catnip. I had to stop and give me some of these blackberries. Y'all look at the blackberries. We're picking them about every day. We're fixing to start freeze drying them, but look at here. Gotta give me some for a little breakfast this morning. Man, I love them. I sit there all day and eat them. Woo! I'll be back, blackberries. Look, y'all, while I was taking a blackberry break, Brooke pulled the finishing mower out. She's thinking of her old boy here. Oh, man. You didn't see no snakes, did you?
I did.
Good.
I did it with a tractor.
You didn't smell no snake, did you?
I did.
All right, let me get this off for you. All right. Okay, you're good. So now I'm going to take the shaft I robbed off the tiller. And y'all know what? Y'all know what crucial mistake I've made already? I got so excited that I left the tiller dry shaft at the barn. But I know where it is. And you guys know where it is. So we don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to use the tiller today anyways. So in the video the other day, I gave a rant about how they put guards in the stupidest places. Here's an example right here. The shaft has to slide on the other shaft inside this guard, but the other shaft's like right here. And you can't get your fingers in there. And so it ended up taking 10 minutes for us to get this thing on. And this guard here is the reason why, I feel sure the reason why that I lost the PTO shaft to start with, because you got to pull this thing back and it's got to clip into place, but you can't get your hands in here to pull it back with. So these engineers don't think nothing about a farmer or a mechanic when they build these things. It's frustrating sometimes. I'm through ranting. They kick out of my rant last time, and
Did they?
I got a big amen after it, but
I got you.
so I'm done.
Well, I can say praise because I am happy that I don't have to do it.
Oh yeah. It's frustrating. And it's fixing me frustrating right here on this part.
It's frustrating for me to watch you do it.
All right, so we're going to right now.
Get it clear?
Yeah.
You pick it up, make sure it turns.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna lift it up before I do that.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. It works.
Well, guess what?
What?
A broke down lawnmower isn't such a bad thing. I get to drive my tractor.
You get to drive the tractor.
I do. I might tell them to keep that lawnmower a little bit longer.
Well, you have to take that up with Mary Carl.
That's true.
Mary Carl loves the lawnmower.
She does. But I love the tractor.
Oh, goodness. This is awesome.
Yes. So let's put this big red machine to the test and
Okay.
see if it can't get some grass cut.
Awesome. No, she's maybe getting a little hot. I'm gonna give Mama some water. Mrs. Cog Hill is happy, I can tell y'all that. Oh, but y'all, I just got a text from Donnie Volkswagen, and he's gonna be here soon. All right, y'all. Donnie just pulled up. Let's get started on this bus motor. All right, so me and Donnie VW, well, I say me, you know, he's the mechanic. I'm a observer, and I help when I can. A lot of times I get in the way, but I try to help as much as I can. But I'm learning about Volkswagens. But, well, let me show y'all what we did. So we got the motor here. We got it split in half. Here's one half there. There's the other half there. For those that do know things about mechanics and engines and stuff, the crankshaft went right here. Camshaft went right here. Y'all, on these motors, these air-cooled Volkswagen motors back in the 60s and 70s, and I don't know what they're like today, but that crankshaft is on top, camshaft is on bottom. Look, the lifters are on the bottom. I know, weird. But anyways, we got it split in two. I'm going to clean all this up, the engine halves. I'm going to clean all that up. We got everything tore down. We've been soaking everything here, getting it all cleaned up. Over here you can see, now this is what I can do. I cleaned everything up. I got all the pistons clean. We got the distributor out clean. Everything has been clean and ready to go. Donnie took the crankshaft with him because we don't know what size bearings to get for the crankshaft. He's taking it home so he can mic it, which means he's going to measure the crankshaft so we can get the correct bearings for it. And so we're going to order all new engine bearings for it. We already, I'm going to show y'all this. There's the original camshaft right there. I got a new camshaft coming for it that's going to be, it's going to give it a little more horsepower because this bus here has a whopping 50 horsepower. I bet my zero turn may have more horsepower than that. But anyways, it's got 50 more horsepower. I mean, it's got 50 horsepower, not 50 more horsepower. And so we got a new camshaft coming. Kind of, they call it a high performance, but y'all, you're not. This is not high performance. It's gonna give me a little bit more torque. And by the time we're through with all the upgrades to the motor, I'm gonna have a whopping 10 to 15 more horsepower. So we're going from 50 probably to 60 to 65, baby. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. These old Volkswagen motors, and I know some of y'all may be saying, Jason, why? I thought you just had the head sent off and you were going to be going. And so what's happening is that this engine is turning into, while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and get it fixed or inspected. And that's kind of what happened here. We took the camshaft off and realized that the camshaft is kind of worn. The bearings were a little scarred. And so we're like, let's get a camshaft for it. Then we moved on to the crankshaft and saw that the crankshaft bearings were not in the best shape. Crank looked good, just needs to be polished, but the bearings didn't look like they were in the best shape. And we're like, we might as well polish the crank and replace the crank bearings. And then it went to the rod bearings, and we looked at the rod bearings, the piston rod bearings, and the same thing. And so I'm like, I'm in here already. Rod bearings and crank bearings do not cost that much money at all. So while I'm in here, why not go ahead and spend that little bit of money, then 3, 4, 6, 2 years, whenever it eventually happened, something happened to it and I have to do this all over again. So that's kind of why it's drug on like it has. But y'all, while I'm in here, we're going to go ahead and get this thing done. That's where we are. So I'm still thinking we're going to be on schedule within the next 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to be driving the bus. That's what I think. That's what I think. You know, unless something crazy happens. So actually, y'all, it was a wonderful, a great day here on the farm. And I hope you guys also have one of the best days ever today. Y'all be good.